I'm here with Leah Turley and Kelsey Hofe at the Francis Booth Experimental Theater within the Joan C. Edwards Playhouse. Leah, as the director, tell us a little bit about Peter and the Starcatcher.
Sure. It's actually a prequel to J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. The whole idea of the show is to kind of explain how Peter flies, where does Tinkerbell come from, who is Wendy. We later meet Wendy in the other Peter Pan books. We find out that Wendy is actually the daughter of Miss Kelsey's character, Molly. The whole idea, it's built upon devised theater. Devised theater is essentially theater that begins as improvisation, and then through collaboration and experiments, the cast and the crew form a company around this idea. That's how Peter and the Starcatcher was originally created. So we, in our production, took that same idea but used it far more with our sets and our prop pieces. Most plays have a lot of technicians who are doing all of the work on stage, bringing pieces in, bringing pieces out. Instead, this is all actor motivated. There are technicians who do like one or two things. I don't want to say they don't do stuff. They have done a great amount of things for us. But in general, our actors are the ones making the stage transform throughout the whole play.
And what exactly do you want the audience to take away from this?
Sure. I'm artistic director for our touring company, and so I'm professor of theater for young audiences is probably the easiest way to think about what I do. We have a real problem with education, with arts education in elementary, middle, and high schools. As a result of that, your generation, no offense, all of you both, your generation isn't as invested in the arts because you did not spend all of your school time having the arts. Like I had theater in elementary school, middle school, and high school. I would be willing to bet that probably the two of you could not say the same thing, that you had theater throughout your entire education. We really need to be taking all of the beautiful imaginary work that happens in theater, where we create something in front of your eyes, and give that to children of today. Like, for example, I said this to my theater appreciation class today. I go to the park every day with my dog, and every day at the park there are 2, 3, 4-year-old children who have iPads. So here we are at this beautiful park. It's gorgeous. There are animals everywhere, and they are inundated with technology. My concern is that because we have removed the arts from education, specifically elementary and middle, that what we're going to see is a group of children grow up without imagination and without that kind of really important part of your social life. Also, an important part of your emotional and intellectual life is your imagination. We create because of our imagination. So if it's less as a result of children not seeing work like this, we all suffer. Now, our business suffers disproportionately. But we all suffer from that lack of imagination, and Peter and the Starcatcher is imagination. The way that we use the pieces on the stage, the way that we have constructed this play is indicative of childhood imagination.
And Kelsey, as a senior in the theater department, how has this experience differed from other shows that you've been a part of?
I think it's really exciting because we use the audience a lot more in this show than I've really ever experienced. So we're using the audience as sort of another actor that we as actors get to play off of. So it's completely different every night, which makes it really exciting for us. And it's also just really cool to be in a show that's geared for young audiences because we're really encouraging, like what Leah was saying, like that magic, that imagination. And for me as a senior, to be going back to a role that's younger than who I am, it's kind of helping me stay grounded and like keep that imagination within myself, and that's something that I want to encourage myself and other actors to do and other shows that we continue to do, because you just can't lose that imagination. That's what we're doing here. We're just playing a character and unfolding a story for people. I think that's really fun. So yeah.
Well, thank you both for joining me here today and break a leg with the show. For the Marshall Parthenon Today, I'm Taylor Huddleston.